Hello everyone, Sam, Contreramanjaro here, and today I thought it'd be a good day to do another video of my recent pickups. Now, I only bought 2 games this time, but they were both new, so this is kind of new for me. Usually I'm buying stacks of used games for $15 and then I can show them off and look like I have a huge collection. But this time I wanted some new games on new systems. So, first thing I got was Fragile Dreams, Farewell, Ruins of the Moon, which is an odd title, yes. And it doesn't make sense until you start playing the game. And then it only kind of makes sense. Because it's pretty weird. Like, it's a game based on a story, but the story's really weird and hard to understand. Which is kind of understandable if you are familiar with games made by Contreramanjaro, where the stories are kind of deep and kind of heavy, but at the same time are very light and confusing to your senses. So, that's what this game is. It was published by Xseed, which means it was just basically translated and then brought to the United States by Xseed, where it's really a tri-crescendo game. Alright, so let's look at this a little bit. We have our disc, and we have our manual. Now what I like to do with Wii games is look at the discs, because a lot of the times you can tell that they are only single layer DVDs as compared to something like Super Smash Bros., which is a dual layer DVD. If you put them up next to each other, you can see the dual layer DVDs are darker in tint and carry like about 8 gigs of storage as opposed to about 4.5. And those aren't exact, those are just approximate. It's 8.6 and 4.3 if you are really into that. Alright, so inside here we have a nice full color manual, which is rare and rarer nowadays, where companies like to stick you for every 3 pennies it costs them to print these in color and actually make a decent book that tells you a little bit about the game you're trying to play. I always like it when you have in games like this where you have some character bios, because honestly, this guy never makes sense in this game. I've played 4 hours, and he's still ridiculous and does not make sense. Don't expect to ever understand him. Oh, and your advertisement. Maybe that's how they paid for that ridiculous color ink. Alright, so another thing to note about this is the insert on it actually contains the original Japanese artwork. Like this is what the game's cover would look like if you bought it in Japan. Holding hands. I guess, sometimes in America, conservatives just don't want to see holding hands. It's just too much for the kids. But maybe I understand this. This full nude picture, okay, it's not fully nude. In fact, it's not even kind of nude. In fact, she's fully clothed. Well, kind of. It's post-apocalyptic. What are you going to do? A girl of an undisclosed age, wearing clothes where you can see all the way up here on her leg. It's too much for Americans, but the company said, you know what, we're putting it in anyway. And if you really want to, you can see this risque imagery for this game, rated T for teen. Those teens don't know what they're in for. I know why this one's selling. It's not the game, it's the artwork. That was my Wii game. By the way, I've played about 4 hours of that game. I'm loving it so far. Next thing I got was a brand new copy of Dead or Alive Ultimate. Now, I'm not really sure why this game didn't sell out and why it's so easy to get brand new copies of this game, but you can get it on Amazon. I paid like $10 for this, including shipping for this. And you might be able to see that it was once marked down to $20 and sold at the very prosperous Game Crazy, which is attached to a very prosperous video rental store, which is doing great right now. I think Blockbuster's just having their best quarter ever. So this is brand new. Now, what I've read about this is it contains this game and this game, which is the same game. However, it looks better than this game. I'm not really sure how they plan that or work that out, so yeah. Another thing about this is it has something loose in it. might have been dropped or something. Like, I don't know if you can hear this at all. Like shaking around. It probably sounds horrible on camera. So, let's grab my knife and open this very carefully. Because it's old and antique and you have to treat it as such. Getting rid of all this plastic and environment killing, animal suffocating wrap. Wait. I can try 2 months of Xbox Live with this. I can't wait. Alright, so let's look at this. Back mode, and what looks different so far? Warranting this crazy M rating, even though we have a T and a T on the 2 games this actually contains. Somehow this got an M, so I think they're advertising it by including girls in bikinis on beach mode, which must be crazy. Oh, opening it up, we have a registration card. I'll have to do that later. Oh, which of these do you own? DOA X, BV, Extreme Beach Vault? No, I don't have. DOA3? Yes. Gallop Racer? No. Gallop Racer? No. Fatal Frame 2? Yes. Rygar? No. Monster Rancher? I want it, but no. And Fatal Frame 2 for PS2? No. I should get that. Ah, whatever. Okay. It'll let you know which one is which. Alright, pulling it out. Oh, more plastic. Doesn't even have anything written on the back. Knife. It's gonna be halfway me trying to figure out how to open a game. Got it. Okay. Open. My disc is upside down. Oh. Cards. Kasumi. And Ayane. I guess they're sisters. Here's our disc. Brand new. Looks great. Alrighty. And we have our book. Full color. Beautiful. Just like the old days. That's DOA 1. Alright. Leaving a cavern of cardboard. Now the second one. I'll probably cut this out so you guys don't have to watch me toying with this. Alright. I think I got it this time. Oh yes, I was much better opening it that time. Alright. 2. Ultimate. I don't know what ultimate means in this sense. I just like DOA games. We have a complete move list for Zach. I don't ever play it. Oh, here it is. 2 mois gratuit. 2-month free trial of Xbox Live. That's good. I gotta get an Ethernet cable for my Xbox. Okay. Another beautiful, colorful manual. Looks great. Cool. Well, that's that. Oh, look. Oh, I think that's where the M rating comes from. Watch out. Alright, this is Sam, Contreramanjaro. Thanks for watching. My 2 new games, one from the fabulous Game Crazy, I guess, and the other from Amazon. I'll let you know what I think of each game later on. Thanks for watching, Sam.